Welcome to your most favorite channel, Heartbeat. My name is Dr. Amrit Kejriwal. This channel is mainly meant for MBBS students, postgraduates, medical professionals, and all those who may find it a bit more easy. It is an attempt to make the complicated medical sciences more simplified and easier for understanding.
Today we'll discuss apex beat, the origin, mechanism and other abnormalities. Apex beat is produced by the systolic contraction of the left ventricular activity. Please remember the word systolic. Right ventricular activity is not palpable normally, and it may be the first clue of ventricular enlargement. There's a confusion that in diastole the heart becomes bigger, so apex beat should be felt in diastole. In systole the heart is smaller, but remember, in systole there is rotation of the heart which causes the heart to move anteriorly and to touch the thoracic wall interiorly, so you get the beat felt in systole, not in diastole. Coming to the physiology of impulse, there is isovolumic intraventricular pressure rise. Isovolumic means both the mitral valve and the aortic valve both are closed, so the volume cannot change. So there is an intraventricular pressure rise which is isovolumic. The left ventricle rotates in counterclockwise. The cardiac apex, it lifts. As the cardiac apex lifts, it makes contact with the left anterior chest wall and the aortic valve opens. So the isovolumic intraventricular pressure goes on increasing, opens the aortic valve, and the isovolumic phase finishes. And as it finishes, the left ventricle moves away from the chest wall and the ventricle decreases in size and systole is complete. So in diastole, this is the heart, sagittal section, and this is the anterior chest wall. So you can see the gap over here between the left ventricle and anterior chest wall. And now when the systole begins, the heart rotates, and when it rotates during the systole, you can see the gap over here and the gap over here. The gap reduces and literally the heart kicks the anterior chest wall, so you can get the apex beat felt over here. Coming to the physiology of impulse, the maximum outward motion occurs after the aortic valve opens. It lasts for 0.08 seconds, and after it finishes, the left ventricle apex moves inwards or retreats. Normal apex beat is a gentle non-sustained tap. In us, all of us, it's a non-sustained tap. This early systolic anterior motion ends before the last third of the systole and is located medial to the left midclavicular line normally, located in the 4th or 5th intercostal space. Palpable area is 2 to 2.5 centimeters square. People more than 50 years of age, it may be absent in the elderly. Coming to the apex examination, it's divided into 5 types: location, duration, size, force and contour. We'll go through these one by one. Location. Location has to be noted in longitudinal and horizontal axis both. So in longitudinal, you define the intercostal space, and in the horizontal meridian, you define in the midclavicular line, anterior axillary line or mid-sternal line. Duration of the apex beat. Does it continue in the second part of systole, or is it in supine position also you can feel a sustained apex beat? If it continues in the second part of systole, it is called sustained. And in the supine position, if you can feel a sustained apex beat, then it's suggestive of pressure overload, commonly seen in aortic stenosis and hypertension. Size of apex beat more than 3 cm size suggests cardiomegalia. Coming to the physiology of impulse, the maximum outward motion occurs after the aortic valve opens. It lasts for 0.08 seconds, and after it finishes, the left ventricle apex moves inwards or retreats. Contour. Normally it's a brief non-sustained anterior movement seen in early systole. Sustained continues into late systole. The types of apex beat: hyperkinetic, sustained and late systolic. Hyperkinetic seen in hyperkinetic circulatory states. Thin chest walls, pectus excavatum, volume overload seen in conditions such as aortic regurgitation, mitral regurgitation and ventricular septal defects. Sustained pressure overload or chronic or severe overload and LV dilatation. Pressure overload, again hypertension and aortic stenosis. Late systolic may be seen in left ventricular dysenergy or hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy. Absent apex beat can be seen in various conditions: obesity, barrel wall, muscular chest wall, emphysema, coronary artery disease with decreased apical movement, pleural pericardial effusion, and elderly, and obviously, last not but the least, dextrocardia.